So one thing that happened to me when you come to Vietnam, at least from the United States, and other countries as well, you have to do a visa. And I wasn't used to it. This is the first country I have ever gone to that required a visa. That wasn't just like a tax. You pay a couple bucks, you get it. So, filling this thing out, number one, you want to do it on the government website. Yes, you can get someone to do it for you, but really, it wasn't that difficult. I did have some questions. I figured it out. I did it. It went through, no issues. And so, please make sure you're on the government website when you fill out your visa. A couple things that I would point out was when I did, they want your picture that you give them. You have to upload a picture, a photo, and it wants of course like a passport type photo. And so I had a passport photo. I scanned it, into the system and everything, uploaded it, and I also uploaded my passport photo as well. It was a 90% match, and they were saying, well, you might want to go for a little bit higher than 90%. I didn't, and it was fine. The second thing that was a little wonky, and you have to watch some of their terminology on the visa, and I assume that's just translation between Vietnamese and English and cultural and stuff I'm not used to. So they ask for a document ID. And my first reaction to that was, oh, they want my driver's license. And I was, wait a minute, could be the visa too. It was the visa. And what I did was, to be honest with you, I used AI, and AI said, yes, it's your visa, you dummy. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, and I also went to a couple of websites, checked it out, see what they said. They also said visa as well. Put the visa in. That was definitely it, obviously, because I'm here in Vietnam. So those are a couple of things that I remember that were like kind of, I wasn't 100% sure of. Other than that, it's actually a very short form and very reasonable as far as the information they want. They want someone that, someone they can contact in case of emergency, and they want to know like where you're staying and where you're from, obviously. So, and some other information. But this was fine. No big deal. Um, Other things, and I'm about to get a couple of drinks here. Ordered. I'm at a coffee shop. I'm at Shalom Coffee Shop, which I did a little video about, and you can find on my channel. Thank you so much. Oh, my coffee. Thank you. No, so I'm used to getting up like at 5:30 in the morning, and I don't know. It's this whole going overseas and being in a 12-hour different time zone. I guess eventually I'll start getting up earlier. Thought I could do it this time. Obviously, I goofed up. Ah, good cappuccino. Their coffee is really good here. It really is. Mm. And I got this. I got a mango drink and a banana nut muffin coming here. Oh, this is something I can tell you about. Cheap here. So that was less. These two now. Now this is a cappuccino. Okay, we're talking coffee shop here. So Americanized food. Okay, that's one thing to keep in mind. Is the $2, $3 lunches if you eat Vietnamese are real. I'm here to say it. I've done it. They're real. Yes, but this is Americanized. So I got a cappuccino, large cappuccino, mango juice with ice, and a banana muffin. Now, if you went to a coffee shop in America for that, think about how much this would be. This was $8. The darn muffin would be $8 in America. So this was really good deal in my opinion. Excuse me, I got to do a little something. And it's a lot of stuff is this way. Grab rides. Grab is their equivalent of Uber. I would take from the Charlotte airport home, one way to get me home or to get me to the airport would be like $40, right? It would, that's not that far. It's maybe a 20-minute ride, depending on traffic, 20 to 30 minutes. Same ride here. I took a Grab from the airport to where I'm staying, and that was at least 30 minutes. I was looking at $10. Yeah, I'm not exaggerating. It's really that way. Thank you. And so, rent here. Now I'm staying in a nice building with a family. Okay, this is a high-rise apartment building, and they have like coffee shops down below, a little grocery store, shopping, that sort of thing. And they actually rent. It's a two-bedroom, fairly nice apartment, great view of the city. Okay, air conditioned. They have a washer but not a dryer, and that's typical of a lot of places here. Okay, you hang your clothes out to wash, which is what we did when I was a kid. I remember that. We all, anybody of my age, we remember doing that. If you live anywhere other than, well, New York did that too. So 1,200 a month, and this is for a really nice apartment in Ho Chi Minh City, which is the equivalent of New York City. Okay, this same apartment in downtown Charlotte, it would run. Oh, there's a gym here. There's a swimming pool. I don't know, 1,800, 2,000, some ridiculous amount. Now, can you get cheaper? Absolutely, absolutely. And the quality is still pretty good. I mean, this is very close to the metro. They're a light rail, and it's just lots of movie theaters around, very convenient. So very, very, very good area. And so, excuse me for having breakfast. I know it's dinner time for everybody there. And next week I'm going to Dalat. Dalat is the one big minus for me about Saigon. A lot of cool stuff here. Music scene looks really good. Today's third or fourth day of Tet. I'm losing track, so a lot of places are closed. But the heat, the heat and humidity here are just getting started. And it's been 95 or above a couple days in a row now. And it will get to 100, over 100 eventually. I'm not as bad with heat as I used to be, believe it or not. I used to be super grouchy. I hated to go to ball games in the summer. Matter of fact, I wouldn't. And it's just made me miserable and irritable. And I've done 30-minute walks out here in this season. I try to stay in the shade. I've been wearing sunscreen. Mosquitoes have been eating me alive. But that's me. They love me. I don't know why. But I'm going to go to the lot because it's in the mountains. It's cooler. I've been looking at the differences in temperature. So their highs are in the 80s, low 80s right now. And even some upper 70s in there. Lows are in the 50s. So I think that's going to be more comfortable. They do have a really, really bad rainy season. And I'm going to hang around for that probably. So I don't know if I'll stay in the lot. I'm going to hit the lot for a week initially, then go to Hanoi for some time. Again, cooler area. They are more apt for hurricanes or typhoons, as they call them in Asia. So I don't know about that either. Every place has its minuses and pluses. even in the United States. There's some very super, California. Well, I lived in California. I love it. Perfect weather, great country as far as like the beauty of it, music scene you couldn't beat. Food, too expensive. Couldn't do it. So you check it out. I think I'm gonna definitely be here for at least 3 months. I'm gonna try to push it to 6. And the thing is, if you watch any of my videos and you see that I'm in Vietnam and you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. And I do try to answer all the comments that I get. I don't, I may not answer them that minute or that day, but I will get to them and answer them or comment back if you have any questions or any criticism. Be constructive. If you have constructive criticism of my videos, I would love to hear it. I am not used to doing this. Obviously, I'm not the greatest speaker. Cheers, by the way. Cheers. But I did want to share from the perspective of an older person basically flying solo into a communist country, which is just really more socialist than anything from what I see. I mean, I've had no issues here. I know what people think because I've had people say to me, how do they feel about Americans now? Because of our history, Vietnam, what we call the Vietnam War. I'm getting nothing. I mean, no one's mentioned that to me. And the people here have been very nice, very helpful. And it's I don't feel stressed. I don't worry about getting mugged. I've been out here at night, early in the morning, just me walking around different neighborhoods. And like, for example, I was in a neighborhood day before yesterday, just walking around filming. And these 2 kids stopped. They were young, very young. They were walking to know where I was from and started chatting me up. And how old are you? I'm 63. Oh, wow. And, we talked about football, soccer in the United States. And, yeah, we did really well. And they were really cute kids, so they're curious, and people are curious about foreigners here. So, again, obviously the language barrier. I use Google Translate for that to help out. And it's easy to use. Believe me, it's come in handy more than once. So I guess in closing, if you don't have Google Translate or some translate app on your phone, get it.